All right, we live.
Okay. All right, hey, brothers, once again, first of all, I want to give all praises to Yahweh,
Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai
Shem
Bashar
Yahushua
Hakwadash.
Barakatash.
double honors to the elect apostle elders at Great Millstone that do well. Shalom to like I kept giving respect to serving in truth and out of vain glory in season, out of season. All right, brother, so I just wanted to start it off with the scripture, being that we're in a so-called 2022, okay, year of, what is it called? The year of the turn up,
Turning up.
yeah, the year of the turning up, okay, all right, and of course we know judgment is coming, on the house of Israel first, the men of the Lord, I mean, not the men of the Lord, but the men that know that they're Israelites, okay, and what spirit we're supposed to be in, man, seeing that we know that our salvation is nearer to what we believe. Okay, the salvation of the elect of the nation of Israel, which are the elect of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, so we know that America is going to be destroyed by the thermonuclear missiles. Okay, which that fire that comes out of the nuclear missiles. Okay, that's going to be shot off from the nuclear missile capable countries that have nuclear missiles. We know that Yahweh Shai is coming back, okay, to shoot lasers out of the chariots. Yahweh Shai being on the biggest chariot, okay, according to the book of 2nd 13th chapter. So, what spirit are we supposed to be? Are we supposed to be in the spirit of mirth? Like how they had this so-called New Year's, everybody out there, having a party and saying Happy New Year's and all this old madness, man. Making New Year's resolutions, praising, the Feast of Bacchus, because that's basically what the New Year's is, man. Okay? It's the Feast of Bacchus. All right? Getting drunk, revelry, all manner of wickedness. But what spirit are the men of the Lord supposed to be in? We're going to get into it right now. It's okay, great. Read it.
It's 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10.
Go ahead.
But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
Yeah, the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night. Okay? On a surprise tip, man. Because, see, these people out here that just, did the New Year's celebration, they ain't thinking about Yahweh Shai coming back, man. Okay? Bringing destruction on this place, man. They ain't thinking about what's going on with Putin and Biden, They ain't thinking about that, man. All they thinking about is trying to get things back to normal. Okay? That's all they thinking about. Okay? So that's how the day of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, shall come as a thief. Okay? All right? It says, but the day of the Lord, what's the day of the Lord? Death and destruction for America. All right? The deliverance of the elect of the nation of Israel, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. It's going to catch everybody off guard, man. Okay, the ones that's not in the know, these peons out there, 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. It's going to catch them off guard. Okay? Go ahead.
I got one for you real fast.
Yeah, go ahead, brother. Read out, brother.
This is Psalm 73 and 17. Until I went into the sanctuary of the Most High, then I understood the end. Well, let me read it again. I messed it up.
Yeah.
It's Psalms 17 and 17, or Psalm 73, 17. Until I went into the sanctuary of Yahweh, then understood I therein. So until you came into the truth and having a wisdom and understanding of what's going on, the times and events of things happening, World War III, the chip, understand the pestilence and things of that nature happening. You don't understand those things until you come into the truth. Outside of that, you're blind.
Right.
You're literally blind to the fact of all of this, man.
Right. Yeah.
All right?
Yeah, right. That they just have an agenda. You see what I'm saying? The wicked international Jewish bankers, they have an agenda. Okay? It's called the New World Order. Okay, all right. They want to give everybody the MOTV. Okay, they're going to give everybody that RFID chip. I'm saying, which is the mark of the beast. Mentioned in the book of Revelations 13, chapter 16, verse, man. Okay, so they're going to have control over the whole world, and they can monitor everybody in the world, man. Okay, go ahead.
It says, and the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
Yeah, it's the so-called white man's rulership, man. Okay, shall pass away with a great noise. What is that? Those nuclear missiles. If you know what I'm saying? So, you know, Joe Biden and Putin, you know, they got that situation in the Ukraine, man. You know, NATO want to go over there and occupy it. Russia is not having that, man. That's going to culminate into the Third World War. Okay, because if NATO is allowed to go over there, America is what allies with NATO. So what you think America going to do, man? They're going to want to put their nuclear missiles over there, man. You get the first strike on Russia. Okay, but that's not the case. Russia is going to get the first strike on America, man. All right. So it says, shall pass away with a great noise. What's that great noise? When the nuclear missiles are shot off and they impact over here in America, man. All right? That's that great noise that's going to take place, man. Those nuclear missiles. That's what's shortly coming to pass, according to prophecy. Go ahead.
And the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. That's how we know it's talking about nuclear missiles, man. Because them nuclear missiles got the fire in them, baby. All right, hell, they say the nuclear missiles is goddamn hotter than the surface of the sun, man. Okay, so all the elements shall melt with fervent heat. All you see here in America, all you see here in America is going to be done away. It's going to be melted away by the nuclear missiles, man. All right, the buildings, the goddamn people, the 2/3, the heathens, so-called white man's left there. The buildings, the infrastructure, the cars, goddamn FRNs that niggas love so goddamn much and that are murder and die for and sell their soul for, man. The goddamn stock market, okay? Everything's going the fake gold, the platinum and diamonds and all this madness, man. Beverly Hills, all this madness is going to be done away with, man. Okay, go ahead. Bring it down.
This is Joel 2:2 going into 3. Well, 2 and 3. It says, a day of darkness, a day of gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains. A great people and they're strong.
Yeah, they're great people and they're strong. It's talking about those nuclear missiles, man. The dope. That's a great people and they're strong. Okay, that's a strong army, man. That's a strong people. Okay, those nuclear missiles, man. Go ahead.
It says a great people and they're strong.
Mm-hmm.
It has not been ever since light.
Oh, it's not ever been slight. Why? Because back in the ancient world, they didn't have no nuclear missiles, man. You know, I mean, they had, they had like Greek fire.
Arrows.
Yeah, arrows with the fire on it. You know what I'm saying? But nah, they never had this kind of technology that Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shah gave the so-called white man to create these nuclear missiles for his own damn destruction, man. Okay, go ahead.
It says, neither shall be any more after it.
Yeah, because neither shall be any more after, because once some nuclear missiles are used, once they're detonated, there ain't gonna be no more wars, man. Okay? There ain't gonna be no more nuclear missiles created, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Even to the years of many generations.
That's right.
And this is the point what you were saying about the warheads.
Yeah.
It says, a fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burning.
Yeah, a fire devoured before them, which is those nuclear warheads. Okay? That's how it's gonna be. What does scripture say? 200,000, okay? Which is basically 200 million warheads, man. Okay? A fire devoured before them, man, because when them nuclear missiles are detonated, man, you see that wave of fire that's gonna melt everything. Okay? Okay, now, read that again. A fire devoured. before them. Go ahead.
Verse 3 in 2 Joel 2 and 3. It says, a fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burning.
And behind them, a flame burning. That's a propulsion system, man. Okay? That's what propels the nuclear missiles from one end to the earth all the way to the next end of the earth. Just like God says in 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, man. The arrows that shall be shot from the ends of the earth. Okay? Now, you can't take an arrow and shoot it from one end of the earth to the next. So it has to be talking about the nuclear missiles. Okay? And guess what? Now, they got supersonic missiles, man. You know, they go to the atmosphere and then they glide at what's 4 times, 5 times the speed of sound. Okay? So Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is setting up these nations to set up these nuclear missiles for the destruction of the harlot, the great whore, which represents America, man. Okay?
And just like in Isaiah talking about the brigandine,
Yeah.
which is the defense system, is not going to be able to stand up against all the strong weapons out there, man.
Yep, that's right,
You know,
that's right.
It's going to
that's
break
right.
through. I'm going to finish it out. I know you brothers got something, right?
Con.
All right, let me finish it out and let them brothers.
Yeah, okay,
get them
okay,
right.
come. Yeah, come.
And it says, the land is as the Garden of Eden before them.
Yeah, the land is as the Garden of Eden before them because, you know, America still, come on, man, they had the New Year's here, man. You know, you still got their buildings, you know what I'm saying? They still got their bars open, the restaurants. You know what I'm saying? They still got their banks. You know what I'm saying? So the land is as a Garden of Eden before them, because that's how, listen, why everybody want to come to America, man? Okay? Because it's all pretty like, man. You know, everybody wants to come to this place. So, yeah, America's still doing its thing. Go ahead.
It says, and behind them a desolate wilderness.
And behind them, so after them nuclear missiles come and bring fire on here, okay, from the nuclear missiles, it's going to be a barren wasteland, man. Read that again.
Right, and it says, the land is as a Garden of Eden before them, and behind them,
that land is talking about America, man. Go ahead.
and behind them a desolate wilderness.
And behind them a desolate wilderness, okay? Because the whole of America is going to become a desolate wilderness, which is a desert. Only desert creatures are going to dwell there, man. No more buildings, no more banks, no more LGBT clubs, okay? No more rappers, rap clubs, and no more Airbnbs, no more none of this shit, man. Okay, it's gonna be a barren wilderness, brother. Okay, go ahead.
And it says, and nothing shall escape them.
And nothing shall escape them, man.
That's it.
So whoever's left here that's going to be destroyed by the nuclear missiles, the 2/3, whatever heathens is left over here, okay, and all the other Edomites that's left over here in America, nothing is going to escape that nuclear fire, man. Okay, all right. No more baseball. Salaki, I'm gonna let you brothers get it in, Baba Bashar. No more baseball. No more goddamn playoffs. No more basketball goddamn players. No more March Madness. No more college basketball. None of this shit. No more mansions. You know what I'm saying? That Puffy and the rest of the Negroes that sell out for, man. Okay? None of this. No more land. No more nothing. All this is going to be destroyed, man. Nothing shall escape them. Okay, you brothers got it.
Hey, go ahead, Kazaki, and we're going to go down the line.
All right. This is Jeremiah 23:19. It says, behold, a whirlwind of Yahweh is gone forth in fury, even a grievous whirlwind. It shall fall grievously upon the head of the wicked. And it's the head of the wicked, like the elder was saying, man, going back into these Amalekites, these kingdoms like
Hey, bro, he said speak a little louder.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, everything up.
Everything's up. Yeah, okay.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, you want me? All right, this is Jeremiah 23, verse 19. It says, "Behold, a whirlwind of Yahweh is gone forth in fury, even a grievous whirlwind. It shall fall grievously upon the head of the wicked." And I was just, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We heard you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and I was just emphasizing that, all of that destruction that the elder was bringing forth, going into the nuclear missiles coming from the Lord. The scriptures clearly indicate that this is of the Lord. All of this destruction is all coming forth from Yahweh, right? And is all intended to fall upon the head of the wicked, right? So it says, verse 20 says, "The anger of Yahweh shall not return until he have executed, till he have performed the thoughts of his heart. In the latter days ye shall consider it perfectly." And the way y'all are gonna consider it perfectly is the way the prophets are making it plain upon the table. Y'all are gonna understand clearly what these scriptures are saying once the Lord bring this destruction, man. Y'all gonna see, but at that time it's gonna be too late. You brothers got it.
All right. It's Isaiah 54:16. It says, "Behold, I have created the smith that blows the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy." Right? And we know that the actual Smith, the father of the atomic bomb, that was Robert J. Oppenheimer. Like the elder said, that's the beauty of the Lord, that he used the Amalekite to make this weapon, and he's gonna use this weapon against the Amalekites, man.
Yeah, they're the
Right?
great artificers.
Yeah, the great artificer. Yeah, yeah.
God, man. And it says, "No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord." So we don't have nothing to worry about. As long as you keep the word of the Lord's patience, all you gotta do is do what we doing.
Uh,
Yeah, so them dudes that talk shit about the apostles, hey man, guess what? The elect apostle, bishops, elders, and brothers, hey, guess what, man? They're gonna be judged for that, man. You know? They're gonna be judged for that. All that shit about y'all talking about rape and y'all doing this and GMS is doing that. Hey man, guess what? They're gonna get judged for that, man. Because Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai set up his men, his prophets to go out there and prophesy his word, man. And if these dudes are speaking against the apostles, like, faulty, I call them dopey, you know what I'm saying? These dudes that speak against the men of the Lord, they're going to be judged for that, man. Because why? Because it's not the apostles, it's Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. It's his word, you know what I'm saying? That's right.
And the new thing over the last day or two, they mad at us now because brothers have said things about this particular scoffer called Rap the News. On the so-called day of New Year, the Lord took the ghost from that nigga, man.
Wow.
That's somebody literally blew his candle out. And when brothers had things to say about him for what he said about us, and when you got the followers, the fans of this guy, they're hot, they mad.
Right.
It is what it is, man.
That's right.
You shouldn't throw rocks if you live in a glass house, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Go ahead. You last two brothers had something?
Yeah, I got one too.
Yeah, go ahead, Rod.
Yeah, this is Zechariah chapter 5 and verse 3. It says, Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. We're just talking about Yahweh Bashem Yahushua coming up on his chariot, man. Because when that chariot entered to the earth atmosphere, it's going to block out the sun, the moon, and everything like this, all the stars and everything like that. Which is found in Matthew 24th chapter. It says, "For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off." And we know it's talking about Amalek, all right? Esau, Edom. Okay, it's found in the book of Exodus. It said, "He that stealeth a man, selleth a man, Most High is gonna get it." Okay, and Esau, Amalek funded the transatlantic slave trade. All right, and it says, "Shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that swear shall be cut off as on that side according to it. All right. So how is this man going to go out of power? He's going to go out of power through nuclear fire. That's what's going to take Esau, eat him out. And then Howard Shot's coming with that cherry icing on the cake. Okay. That's it on that. You got it.
Yeah, you go ahead, Ryan. So give it back to the elder or whatever.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10, just to back up the Thessalonians we opened it up with, where it says, the Lord shall come as a thief in the night. And in that chapter, it also says, when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction. As the elder was saying, the new year came in, and a lot of these people out here are looking for better times. But the theme of this year is Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, turning things up. So it's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. Many more people are going to die from these calamities, and those that survive and aren't of that elect number are ultimately going to be missile fuel. And the new year started off beautifully with Crack the News dying, a rebellious reprobate getting cut off, and that's going to be the theme for the rest of this year. It's coming down to who's next on the scoffer list that's going to get sent back to the spirit world. And those of you that had things to say about GMS because we were happy he died, hey, you get to go right along with your false idol.
Yeah, right. That's right, brother. Yeah, brother. That's right, brother. That's right, man.
As it says in Proverbs chapter 1, hey, when your calamity cometh, he will mock at you. Not only the Most High, Yahweh Shai, and the angels going to mock at you, but the men of the Lord are going to mock at you. So you can expect for us to continue tearing down your idols, and tearing down you as well as this judgment continues to come out. But this is second
real fast. Because we only know what the scripture says. The scripture says in Jeremiah that the Lord said, don't even cry for these people. Need to lift up a prayer for them, man.
Yep.
You know. So when we do as the scripture says, man. You niggas want to get mad at us, man. The other guy from IUIC called us the most evil, wickedest camp.
Oh yeah, well.
Yeah. But go ahead, finish your point.
This is 2 Peter's chapter.
Go ahead, my bad.
This is 2 Peter's chapter 3, verse 10, backing up that Thessalonians. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. And those heavens passing away is this current rulership of the Edomites, backing up what the elder brother Yakanai brought out in Joel chapter 2. The land shall be as the Garden of Eden before those missiles hit. And when those heavens pass away and those missiles hit, then it's going to be that desolate, uninhabitable wasteland. In the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up by thermonuclear fire. Everybody in the United States of America that isn't of the elect getting wiped off the face of the earth, and those in those other countries that get hit, a lot of y'all getting taken out. And then when the dust settles, the only thing you heathens have to look forward to is getting rounded up and put into slavery by those 144,000 hunters led by Yahweh Shai. And the first fruits of that are going to be you elites when we drag you like the rats you are out of your hiding places, as it says in Amos chapter 9.
Yeah. I got something too. Let me see. Yeah, this is Matthew 12:36. It says, but I say unto you that every idle word that man shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. So, like the guy, you the scoffer, talking shit against the apostles, bishops, the brothers, great millstone. Hey, man, they gonna have to give account in the day of judgment, man. Whether Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai take them out now, or you take them at the end, but they're gonna have to get account for that, man. So you definitely have to watch what you say about the men of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? Because these are his words. This is his prophecy. We're just vessels that set up to go out there and teach the word. Okay? That's it. So if you're speaking against the men of the Lord, you're speaking against the apostles, the elders, bishops, the elders, and brothers of great millstone, you're speaking against Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. And you already know you're going to lose that battle, man. Like the saying goes, the arms too short to box with God, you know what I'm saying? You gonna lose that battle, man. No? All right, bro.
I got one
Great
more.
noise in 2 Peter 3. This is
Okay.
Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 31. A noise shall come even to the ends of the earth, for Yahweh had a controversy with the nations. He will plead with all flesh. He will give them that are wicked to the sword, saith Yahweh. Yeah, so that great noise is coming from the ends of the earth, like the elder brought up. When you go back in the ancient world, they didn't have technology that could travel from one end of the earth to the other. So what are the prophets talking about? They're talking about these missiles. They're going to come to this place, and it's going to, the destruction is going to start with you Israelites that are off. You follow these weirdo doctrines because it pleases your flesh. You got itching ears. You don't like the way the true prophets bring out the word. You think it should be more friendly and soft. The scriptures aren't friendly and soft. We're reading about a great noise that's going to melt the earth with fervent heat, man. There's nothing sweet about that.
Right.
You have to prepare your mind for judgment, man. It says, thus saith Yahweh, the Lord of hosts, behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind shall be raised up from the coast of the earth, and the slain of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, rap the news, neither gathered nor buried, they shall be dung upon the ground. So this is what the scriptures are talking about. So what are these people talking about? They prophesying of peace, prophesying of being nice to everybody. We're reading about millions of dead bodies, man. You have to prepare your mind for these things, so you can have that Isaiah 33:6, man. That wisdom and knowledge to keep you stable.
Right, God.
Yeah,
The idle words, and because what the brother talking about earlier, I'm gonna start with the idle words. This Proverbs 20:10. It says, "Cast out the scorner, and contention shall go out."
Right.
Because a scorner is one who's talk arrogantly at. A sprout, that's a scoffer, man. All right, one who's scorned, all right, he's a scoffer. And the Most High said, "You cast out the scorner, and contention shall go out. Strife and reproach shall cease." Right? Because the Lord is about what? Getting the words of righteousness across. And he'll do it by judgment, by judging people. I'm going to get righteousness across by any means necessary. That's the way the Lord works. And if you speak proudly, what is saying on 2 Samuel, that speak not arrogantly or proudly, because God is a God of action, and he weighed the actions of men, Salaki. Right, it says, but those are pointing that, cast out the scorner, and contention shall go out. Yea, strife and reproach shall cease. Because you're not supposed to reproach the words of righteousness, man. All right, that's wickedness unto the Lord. If you do reproach the words of righteousness, then every idle word shall be held in account against you, man. We're not judging.
I got one.
And that's what, be the cause.
That's right.
Got one?
Yeah, I got one.
I can
This is I'm gonna get you brothers two on here. This is Psalms 101:3, and I'm gonna read down. It says, "I will set no wicked thing before my eyes. I hate the works of them that turn aside. It should not cleave to me. A forward heart shall depart from me. I would not know a wicked person. Whosoever privately slander his neighbor, him will I cut off. Him that has a high look and a proud heart will I not suffer." Right.
That's good scripture. Yeah, brothers. I got something on the brother brought out.
You got something, Kazaki?
Well, nah, I mean, I didn't want to go too long. I know the elder wanted something you wanted to bring up.
Yes, we bring this out right
Yeah.
quick. Because the brother was saying how these bodies going to be left out here. All right, that's done on the earth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, brothers. Let me give it back to you, brothers. This is 2 Ezra 16:23. It says, "And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down." So, when you wait till Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai gets started with these deadly diseases, man. Okay? All right? You wait, man. Because the scriptures do speak about these pestilences that's going to take place. All right? So you wait till these deadly diseases come out, man. Okay? You wait till the famine comes. All right? You wait till Esau brings his sword, man. Okay? These dead bodies are going to be all throughout these cities, man. And there's going to be no one to comfort them, and there's going to be no one to bury them, man. Okay? It says, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. It says, there shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. So, as you can see with these mandates that the wicked elite got going on, the international Jewish bankers, look, man, the job's going to be a thing of the past, man. You know, because you got to take that, you know, that magic juice, man. You know, if you want to keep some kind of job. But now they're hitting the private sector. So the people who don't want to take it, guess what, man? It's going to be out of work. You know, business closed. You know, it says, the tree shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? Yeah, man, that's going into the what? The grinding shall cease. All right? You know, because if you don't take that magic juice, guess what? You're going to be able to work, man. And that's a lot of people. See, Esau would have people believe that everybody's on board with taking the goddamn magic juice. No, you know, man, brother, you got a lot of people that ain't with that shit, man. You got a lot of people that's not with that, taking that magic juice, man. You know? So they're going to shut everything down any goddamn way. So soon there's going to be no jobs to be had, period. Whether people get the goddamn magic juice or not. Okay? Whether people get the MOTB or not, this place is being shut down as we speak. Okay? It says the tree shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men. Because it's going to come a time when people are going to have to leave the cities, man, because it's goddamn famine. Okay? They're going to have to leave these cities and try to go to find some place to get some food, man. You see what I'm saying? It says, so that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. For of the city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the cliffs of the rocks. As an orchard of olives upon every tree, there are left 3 or 4 olives. Yeah, because man, it's gonna come a point with this famine, man, with the goddamn with the Gurkha troops, with the concentration camps, man. Ain't nobody gonna be left in these cities, man. Okay, see, these are the prophecies that's going to take place here in America and all over the world. But it's going to be worse over here in America. This is going to be the worst place, man. Okay, for that famine, for those pestilences, man. Okay, and they got everybody thinking that because they take the goddamn magic juice that everything's going back to normal. Not according to prophecy. No, it's not, because it's going to be a famine, man. Okay, all right. And the people are going to have to leave these cities to go out to try to find some food. There, bro.
Yeah, bro. You got one, Kazaki?
Con.
Go ahead.
All right, this is going back, what the elder was saying.
Yeah, speak a little louder.
Speak a little louder.
Going back to the point he was making about those idle words, people said against us, and Kaya brought out the precept when he was pointing out, how the arrogancy of the words that they, when they come from particular truth or whatever like that, they talk praise because we simply bring out prophecies that condemn, and we make it clear and thoroughly break it down that scriptures is clearly against what they do. Right. So this is St. John 7, and I'm gonna start at verse 7. Y'all can hear me good?
Yeah.
We hear you good.
Okay. This is Yahweh Shah speaking. It says, the world cannot hate you. So the beef is not with us. The beef that y'all have is with the actual message. And if you have a problem with the message, obviously you have a problem with the person who sent it. Right? So it says, but me, it hateth. Now this is Yahweh Shah speaking. So all you people are talking all of that madness. speaking all of those proud words, laughing and scoffing at us, talking about we going out putting out medical misinformation, this and that and the other, right? You putting all those tags on your Howard shot. And you know what the scripture says about the Lord when it comes to his name. So it says, but I testify of it that the works thereof are evil. So this is the Lord. This is a direct shot. When y'all say all of these crazy things, man, this is a direct shot that y'all are sending directly to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh shot. And you're gonna see clearly that we were just the vessels, man. That's it. You got it, bro.
Yeah, man, because even if people take the magic juice, yo, we start shutting this damn place down, man. We shut this, look, America's gonna be completely shut down, man.
You know? Ain't gonna be no more jobs, man. Okay? The grinding shall cease, just like how the grinding is ceasing now. You know? But go ahead, brother.
This Psalms 76 and 7. It says, thou, even thou, ought to be feared. And who may stand in thy sight when once thou art angry?
Right.
It says, thou didst cause judgment to be heard from heaven. The earth feared and was still. Because hey, at the end of the day, the earth is not fearing the judgment of the Lord. Right. These people walking around proud. They still got their $80,000 jobs. They condominiums. They buying in cheese.
They're
right?
about to lose all that shit. Even
Jake is in their comfort. They still got the government. They got the they getting government benefits. The Section 8. With the universal basic income to every woman, single mother. Our people are just in comfort, man. But that's arrogancy to the Lord because they believe there's no trouble that's coming to them. Right. It says when God arose to judgment to save all the meek of the earth, surely the wrath of man shall praise thee, the remainder of wrath shall thou restrain. It's the point 12. He shall cut off the spirit of the princes. He is terrible to the kings of the earth. So the Lord intends to get busy, man.
Yeah.
He's going to take crowns off men's heads who have crowned themselves to be deemed with power and glory and strength and dominion on the earth, man. So how much more the poor are our people? It's like, I don't need to say that, right? So he come and take strength from kings on glory and on high. How much more the people who not kings in their pride? Yeah.
Because what happens when that famine comes?
Yeah.
Tell me. What happens when that famine comes, man?
For real.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, I mean, you're going to have the elites. They're going to be eating, but the peons, 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, you ain't going to be eating, man. You're going to be starving to death, dropping dead in these cities, man. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
I got one real quick, but you said something about the bodies.
Yeah.
Or whatever like that. Let me get it. We'll go back to it real fast.
Yeah, man, these damn cities going to become desolate soon, man,
Yeah.
We're going to have to flee these cities. Yeah, that's right.
This how it's going to be. This is Nahum 3:3. It says, the horseman lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain, a great number of carcasses, and there is none in of the corpse. They stumble upon corpse.
Right.
It's gonna get so bad.
Yeah, it's gonna get so bad.
You're gonna stumble on dead bodies and shit, man. Slipping on blood. That's how bad it's gonna get here in America. Well, bodies gonna be piled up on bodies, man.
Yeah, and that's gonna bring diseases, man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Y'all brother got one on that?
I got one.
Break it up, my brother.
Whoever wanna go, I guess.
Break it up, my brothers. Break it up.
Can we just go down a little?
Go ahead. Oh, go ahead. The Russian.
It's Galatians 6 and 7. It says, "Be not deceived; Yahweh is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap." Right? And to tell you, be not deceived, because at times it look like, at times shit in the past, it looked like these prophecies would never come to pass. And that's why you had so many scoffers at one point, man. But it didn't seem like this could be a reality. All right, but not every day You're starting to see shit about the martial law. You're starting to see shit about the mandates. You're starting to see shit about the actual MOTB, man. All right, to where it's just unavoidable. All right, and it says, "For he that soweth to his flesh shall reap of the flesh corruption." All right, so now you're starting to see all the people who dedicated their lives to this society. They're starting to be met with consequences for it. But he that soweth to the spirit shall of the spirit reap life everlasting. All right, so we're all about to get the proper rewards for our labors, man. But you see the wicked, they're getting sick, they're getting judged, they're getting fucked up out here. They're about to get fucked up even more. And you're gonna see us winning, Lord willing, with those men.
All right.
God.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead, Uriah.
This Revelation chapter 18 and verse 8, it says, "Therefore shall her plagues come in one day." Right? And it's speaking of America's judgment coming in one day. This is the day of the Lord. He's coming like a thief in the night. Okay? And that thief in the night is also talking about taking these elect men up out of this place, up on his chariot with him. All right? It says death and mourning and famine. All right? And I just seen an article today that 34% of the Americans are in agreement of a rebellion against the government. So it's going to lead to civil unrest. Okay, the storehouses being with no food and everything like that. And famine is the worst way to die. It says, "And she shall be utterly burned with fire," which ties in with Isaiah 9 and 5. All right, "For strong is the Lord Yahweh Yahweh Shah, who judgeth her." All right. So it's a great judgment coming. All right. Most High gave us a list of things that were going to lead up to this. All right. These are the beginning of sorrows and mourning that we're in right now. All right. You got it, bro.
I got one for you, Uriah. You can break it down. Backing up what you said. Hold up. I'm right on top of it. Yeah, here you go. This is Lamentations 4 and 9. It says, "They that be slain with the sword are better than they that are slain by hunger, with hunger. For they pine away, stricken through, for the want of fruits of the field."
We're telling you that by you starving a day when a man doesn't have nothing, it's the worst way to die. When that famine begins with when the body itself eats its own, eats itself. Okay, which is pain. Okay, it's worse to die by a famine than get hit by a straight bullet or a nuclear fire. Okay.
Right, you look like we always say, like we say down here, you start looking like a South African, man. You got the big belly, skinny arms, and flies around your eyes, man. Ready to go. You know? You look like that commercial. They say send in 15 cents, you can feed this South African child here, man. That's what you start looking like one of them motherfuckers.
Yeah. Hey, brother, I got something right quick. That's what he was talking about.
Oh shit.
It says it's 716 and 18. The beginning of sorrow and great mournings. The beginning of famine and great death. You see, so that famine is going to be a major thing that's going to, come and destroy a lot of the 2/3, man. So we know that they're not bringing in the food like how they used to bring in. You know what I'm saying? The ships is out there, man. They're being held back. Truckers can't deliver the food to the warehouses. The warehouses can't deliver it to the supermarkets. So we know a famine is coming, man. It's just a matter of time. It says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? And this is Ezra saying this, man. He was a man of the Lord, bro. He said, what am I going to do when these evils come? You see what I'm saying? But, that's how great death is going. That's how much of a great death is going to do, man. In this place called America, man. Okay? It says, "Behold, famine, plagues, tribulation, and anguish are sent as scorpions for a minute." This is why Yahweh is doing this, man. That's why he's bringing these famines, man. That's why he's bringing these plagues. That's why he's bringing this tribulation and anguish. To make amendment, man. Why? Because everybody's walking around proud as hell, like the brother mentioned earlier. They got their heads stuck up in the air. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's walking around with their noses up in the air. Everybody don't want to get right with Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah. So guess what? You got something for their asses, man. You know, you LGBT community, you know, you niggas that want to murder each other, okay? You niggas that want to believe in the so-called white man, you Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, you hoes.
You simps, man.
Yeah, you simps, yeah.
Tub drinking of your woman, body water, niggas drinking.
Bath water. Yeah.
You niggas.
I drink a tub of your bath water, man. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Toe sucking niggas, man.
Yeah, that's right. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai got something for man. It's called famines.
Yeah.
It plays in English, and it says, behold, famine plays in tribulation in English. Okay, so that's what Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai got for 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans. Go ahead, brother. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, get yours out real fast. I'm gonna get that brother.
Yeah, brother.
Okay. This is in 2nd Ezra chapter 15. I'm gonna start at 17 to back up what the elder was saying. Hey, these famines are hitting, and that's gonna be one of the many concerns you people are gonna go through, because in 2nd Ezra 16 and 22 it says that those that don't perish from the hunger shall the sword destroy. Yeah. So if you happen to find a little bit of food here and there to sustain yourself, expect not to have it too much longer, because troops are going to be kicking in doors, taking shit, and people you thought were your neighbors or your best friends, it's about to be a straight free-for-all out here.
Yeah, that's right.
But this is 2nd Ezra 15, verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. And that's a state of martial law. And in these other countries especially, we're seeing it right now. In Australia, a woman wanted to go and get dental work done in a city the next town over, but they said, look, you don't have proof of the juice, so we're going to turn you around. And it's in Australia, it's going to move to these other countries, and it's going to be at the maximum here in the United States of America. Those that don't have the juice in these cities are going to have to be forced out of the cities, forced into quarantine camps, a whole host of things. Verse 18, and shit, people in the city are going to be suffering too, because hey, the trucks aren't going to come in, the shortages are only going to continue, and it's just going to be like a rat nest of people just viciously attacking each other in the midst of these troops and these other judgments. Verse 18, for because of their pride, what all the brothers have been talking about, these people still walking around with their heads in the clouds just because they got their little jobs, or a roof over their head, or food in their belly, or some woman that they're committing adultery with. They think it's all good.
Right.
For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. And especially in America, the modern day sword is that gun. And during 2020, with those first lockdowns, you saw an uptick of new gun owners, new gun users, you name it. So these people are getting locked and stocked and ready to go.
Yeah.
And spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, food, famines, and for great tribulation. Your neighbors, your friends, somebody.
Your neighbors,
Your
friends, that's right, brother.
Hey, even your biological family members, people you thought you were cool. God, in that day, you're gonna kick that door in and treat you like a stranger, and you're lucky if they just take your food. You're lucky if they don't take your woman, your daughter, your sons nowadays with these freaks out here, and even your life. Like, if you don't have that protective hedge of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai over you, you better come to terms with the fact that you ain't gonna have much time left on this earth when these calamities of Jacob's trouble really hit.
Down, brother. That's right.
You got to appreciate it too,
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead, Wally.
Brother, hold on.
Yeah, it's brother's brother got the scripture.
Brother got a scripture.
Just back to what you were saying.
Okay,
Go
ahead. Yeah.
The famine is actually scourges from amendment.
Yeah.
That's the 2/3. The hopeful elect is being amended by the scripture. This is like prophecy says this in Isaiah 65 verse 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and you shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, you did not answer. When I spake, you did not hear. But did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. So this judgment is really for the 2/3, man, because there's an elect group of men, even the men, women, and children that believe on Yahweh through the testimony of the prophets. They actually changed when they heard the Lord calling. They came, they repented, and came back to Yahweh. So this is why we can move boldly and say, you know, all these things are going to happen, but we have hope that we're going to eat. We have hope that we're going to be delivered through all these things. That's what Yahweh's name means. Yahweh, he's the deliverer. We have total faith in that. And this latest bug out that just got put to death, he's the deliverer. So what hope did he have anyway?
Yeah, just to get put to death and be risen up when Yahweh Shai comes back to receive that nuclear fire, man. You know, because these dudes just ain't gonna just die and then that's it. No, when Yahweh Shai come back, gonna raise these people back up and they're gonna have to catch that judgment, man. You know, of that nuclear fire. You know, if Yahweh Shai is shooting the lasers out of the chariots, man. You know, so they're gonna have to receive that judgment, man. You know.
Wyatt, you got something, Wyatt?
I got one.
All right.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 21. It says, "Blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh." Because ultimately we're going through things right now on this side to prepare us for that day of Jacob's trouble, to prepare us for that deliverance. The scriptures tell you, in the sight of the unwise, we seem to die. So to the rest of the world, seems like, oh, this guy just keeps taking L. He's getting persecuted. But to the Most High, he's just building us up to be a king, priest, judge, ruler of the earth. Under Yahushua, it says, "Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. Rejoice ye in that day, and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven, for in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets." 1 Corinthians 10:13 says, "There's no temptation that has overtaken you that's not common to man." So we're just going through the things in the lot of the prophets that were before us. It says, "But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep." With the Most High, ultimately the greatest role reverser ever, man, because here we are getting beat down, getting persecuted, but the Most High, just like that, he's gonna put the shoe on the foot of our enemies. What you got it, bro?
Yeah, you know, you're right, man. And what you're saying in the Lord's wrath or his judgment, the Lord is jealous of things that's in the earth, man. Because the Lord he's a God of righteousness at the end of the day. So anything that's unrighteous, the Lord get jealous, man. And when you look in jealous in the 13th century from the biblical language, it means tolerate no unfaithfulness. Yeah, tolerating no unfaithfulness. And like you said, a man who he put to death, he had no faith, so the Lord don't tolerate that. And in a good sense, he's jealous of Israelites who lack faith too. You see, so the Lord is a God of balance. This name 1 and 2. It says God is jealous and Yahweh revenging. So if he give you famine, you know, a gruesome death or whatever it is, the Lord was jealous of whatever it was concerning you or a group of people. It says, and is furious. And is furious. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries. All right, that means those that are against or opposed against the Lord. And he reserved wrath for his enemy. So there's a reservation set up for the enemies of God. And if you're a friend of the world, you're an enemy of the Most High. If you're the other nations, for crying out loud, he have had problems with Amalek since the beginning. He have had war with him.
That's right.
All right? So if you're the other nations, you're automatically an enemy of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. That's 7. The Lord is good, a stronghold into the day of trouble, and he knows that they're trusting him. This is the point. But with an overrunning flood, he will make an utter end of the place thereof, and darkness shall pursue his enemies, man. So it's getting dark and cold for you, for the mass majority of you people of the earth, man. All right? The DMX album is dark and hell is hot. Well, hell is a condition. So the people that's in heaven, they're going to receive hell, which is the condition of these Edomites or different nations that's on high. They about to get hell. And for everybody who is hot or warm, they about to get cold, man. Which is also a thing for destruction and judgment, man. You got it.
Yeah, I got some.
You had some.
Yeah, I got one.
I got one too.
Yeah, he looking for it. So go ahead, Kazaki.
All right, real quick. Revelation 2:10. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right. It says, "Fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you in prison." So as we can see when you watching current news, you know what the devil doing with his juice, which is gonna eventually lead to that charagma. If you don't receive these things, you're gonna be in prison, man. You know. And then they're also going to use the so-called social media. They're going to use the so-called Black Hebrew Israelite title that they put on us. When you look up the Southern Poverty Law, they list us as some type of terrorist group and all of this type of bullshit. So these people are setting a trap, basically, to what they're going to start arresting brothers, putting brothers in jail behind this shit, right? So this goes to show you how serious it's going to get, right? So it says that ye may be tried, and it's not. And it's basically they're going to be trying to build cases against us, but they're not going to be able to find no cause, right? And ye shall have tribulation 10 days, be thou faithful unto death, like the brother Raya brought out earlier, man. Even if it means, getting put to death. When you go to the book of Acts, the men stood unto death. All through the New Testament, the men stood faithful even unto death. And I will give thee a crown of life. You got it, brother. I know it's easier for y'all, brother, to, kind of like hear each other on that side.
Yeah, I had we kind of backed Kaya and you up Kazaki. I was holding it. It's 1 Thessalonians 5, and I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna start about 4 and read down. It says, let me go 3. It says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, all right, and sudden destruction shall come upon them as travail with a woman with child, and they shall not escape." It says, "But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that the day shall overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of the light and the children of the day. Ye are not of the night nor darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as others do." It says, "Do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for a helmet, the hope of salvation." And I'm coming to the end. Next verse in 10, it says, "For the Most High has not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach, who died for us, that whether we sleep or whether we wake or sleep, we should live together with him." And it says, "Wherefore comfort one another together and edify one another, even as ye also ye do." You had it, Kazaki, going into that. You heard me?
What's that?
I said, yeah, break it down. I was breaking it down for you.
Oh, nah. I had, the other piece of. I bought out you to get a piece of.
Oh, yeah, I brought it out for you, but go ahead. I brought that, I guess.
You got something you want to bring up? Oh yeah. I have something real quick. Yeah, for the believers of Bacchus, it's so-called New Year. That's where it comes from. The feast of Bacchus. Revelry, drunkenness. Just doing all kind of wickedness. laughing and being in a good mood, being in a good spirit. This is Matthew 6 and 25. It says, "Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep." You see what I'm saying? So, there's people out there, man, dudes kissing their women, the big hats on with the year 2022, everybody's throwing confetti in the air, See, they full and they laughing now, man, but guess what? The time is coming for great judgment, man. Okay? All right? So even though these people are laughing now, but guess what, man? They're going to mourn and weep. Okay? Why? Because things are only going to get worse. You see what I'm saying? Things are only going to get worse, man. Even for the people who took the magic juice, it's still going to get bad for them, man. Okay? All right? Even people that take the RFID chip, it's still going to be bad for them, man. You know what I'm saying? So those who laugh, it says, "Those who laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep." Why? Because Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is bringing judgment on this earth, man. Okay? To 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, you so-called white people, and you heathen nations, man. Here it is, the so-called white man, the wicked elite. Hey, they're going to be laughing when they bring in that RFID chip, when they bring in the MOTV. But guess what? They're not going to be able to enjoy it, man. Okay? Because as soon as they bring in that MOTV, which is the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, guess what? Yahweh Shai is going to take them out of here, man. They're going to go into slavery. So they're going to enjoy it for a quick moment. That's why it says, "Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep." And Esau, the so-called white man, he's going to mourn and weep, man. Because he's going to bring in that RFID chip, and guess what? Boom! Yahweh Shai is coming to take his ass down, man. Okay? And raise up the elect of the nation of Israel under the power of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. All right? So they're going to rejoice when they bring in the RFID chip. But guess what? Yahweh Shai is going to bring them to what? Mourning and weeping. Because they're going into slavery. Okay? The wicked elite, the international bankers, yeah, you're doing your thing. But guess what? As soon as you go against the men of the Lord, that's your ass, man. Okay? As soon as you come like a flood against the men of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, you're doing it on a small level now by taking down the videos. But you literally going to actually come after the men of the Lord, man. Okay? You're going to have to come after the One West camps. As soon as you do that, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai is going to set a standard, that spiritual power, and you're going to be out of here, Esau, man. So enjoy giving people the RFID chip, man. Enjoy it, thinking you got it. Guess what? You're going to laugh, but you're going to weep and mourn later.
This is the book of James, chapter 5, starting at the top. "Go to now, rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth."
Yeah, I was going to say something too. Because most of these billionaires, these guys that are millionaires, a lot of the ways they got rich is through corruption, through thievery.
Yeah.
These niggas have stolen that money. A lot of this money out here, like especially in the South, a lot of this money that you see these Edomites got is still slave money. They're still benefiting off slave money. The children of the slave owners are still benefiting off slave money. So this is corrupt, bloody money, man. All right, all throughout the South, Hell, fuck it, the whole goddamn country, man. The whole goddamn country.
Yeah, that's right.
Matter of fact, yeah. No, these devils have gotten these riches, all right, through some treacherous ways, man. All right. What you think? What you think? You just think that nigga Bill Gates is just selling computers?
Yeah.
You think he just selling Microsoft 10 to you niggas? Nah, he got that through some foul ways, man. You see the shit he got in now with the buying of massive lands throughout the South. Being the promoter of the magic juice, man. All right. What the other nigga name is? With the bad eye. Jeff Bezos. Yeah, that nigga's a devil on high, man.
Bill Gates' dad worked for the CIA. They on record for bringing crack to J communities, man.
Yeah.
They made billions of dollars, then they make more money, locking Jake up, getting free labor, so they making money on all sides, man. This whole society is set up to destroy you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Yeah, that's why he got a when he was sitting up there in that interview with that goddamn, I'm talking about Bill Gates, that man that he's married to, and he talking about, and niggas talking about coming up against you niggas with the Jamba Juice. That nigga said, yeah. He had this devilish. I know what I'm talking about. That nigga got a stiff one when he said that shit, man. Yeah. Wait till the like. One of you brothers know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I remember what he said. He was like, they didn't.
They take the next one.
God.
All right, brother, I got something right quick.
All right, go ahead.
This is Amos 9 and
Oh yeah, nigga, you about to get blocked.
oh yeah.
Bye bye. Come on,
Amos
man.
9 and 13. It says, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper. Yeah. You see, so these days are coming, man, where Esau ain't gonna be prosperous no more, man. Who's the plowman? Nation of Israel, man. Okay? All right? Who's the reaper? Who's reaping all the benefits in this damn society? The international Jewish bankers, man. Okay? Along with the regular peon so-called white people. So the plowman that says, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of grapes, and that sow of seed. And the mountain shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. Amen. It says, and I will bring again the captivity of my people of Israel, and they shall build the waste cities and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof. They shall also make gardens and eat the fruit thereof. So, yeah, man, so, you know, like you said, the kingdom's going to be translated from one people to another. Esau is in rulership now. Okay, but it's going to transfer right back to Israel, man. And what's built in the kingdom of heaven by these heathen nations, guess what? We're going to eat the fruit thereof, man. We're going to drink the wine of the vineyards, man. Israel's going to get all the benefits. All right? So Esau, his time is up. All right? And that's why he's coming down with this great wrath, because, you know, we have to go to time, like it says in Revelations 12 and 12. So, for the wicked elites, international bankers, the time is up, man. Okay? It's time for Yahweh Shai to bring righteousness and his kingdom under the nation of Israel and righteousness in the earth, man. Okay? You got something?
Yeah, you spoke about we should reap the fruits.
Yep.
Like that. This 2 Timothy 2:6. The husbandman that laboreth must be first partakers of the fruits, man. Yeah, men who are laboring and working, and they're gonna get the fruit of their reward, man. That's the fruit of this reward. All right, it's the labor. When you labor, then you're gonna get it.
Yeah.
Those men didn't labor for anything. That's why it's gonna be taken from them. But if you
Right.
labor for it, that's okay. Then it's for you.
Right.
Once the recompense of the reward comes through, it's for you to inherit it and do as you will. But when you didn't inherit something, all right, that means you stole it.
Yeah.
You got it by defraud or
Right.
deceit.
Yeah.
All right, that's why I say by defraud and deceit, the hirers are kept back.
Right.
Meaning the people who working for you, you just defraud them, man. All right, so we laboring in righteousness, so the fruit of our reward is going to be what? eternal life, everlasting. The fruits was coming when they were for righteousness.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Hey, I think I left off Kazaki or the Russian next, right?
Go on, I got
Kazaki, you
one.
got one, Kazaki?
I got one.
All right, then we're gonna go with the Russia. Go ahead.
Okay. This is wait. You go ahead, D-Red. I'm my computer kind of freezing up. Did my thing go out earlier?
Yeah, short, real short.
Yeah. Okay, you can go ahead, bro.
All right, Ghana. It's Job 20:4. It says, "Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment?" All right, so Esau's time is but for a moment, because when you look into that word hypocrite, it goes into action. Esau's the biggest actor on the planet Earth. All right, everything that he is actually guilty of, he tries to push that image on the Israelites, man, specifically the elect. It is this man is an actual drug dealer. Esau is just running the drug trade. Esau's an actual murderer. He's an actual pedophile, an actual rapist. Okay, but he tries to push all these bad images on us. Right? It says, "Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reaches unto the clouds. Right? Though he seems like this great nation, this great people, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he?" All right, so that's the time that we're about to enter into, man. Esau's about to be completely wiped off the face of the earth, right? First, it's gonna start with his rulership, and then 1,000 years after that, that slavery is finished, it's gonna become literal, man. You literally gonna get cleaned the fuck out.
Yes, so 22 is another year closer to the downfall and destruction of this Edomite. Okay, of all the Edomites. Okay, it's 2022 is a year closer to the destruction of America, aka Babylon, aka the spiritual Sodom, aka the spiritual Egypt. Okay, so it's just another day closer to the destruction of this man and righteousness under Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai, reigning on this earth, man, and the deliverance of the elect of the nation of Israel. So it's just another day closer, man. All right.
And we're gonna go ahead. Go, you got it, Kazaki?
Come.
Yeah, go ahead. You're gonna come down.
All right.
You're right.
Okay, come.
It's here we go.
Take your time, brother.
Bearing with this computer. Okay, here we go. This is St. John 11:25. Y'all can hear me good?
Yeah, you good, brother.
All right, St. John 11. I started verse 25. It says, Yahushua said unto her, I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he was dead, yet shall he live. And that dead is not just talking about physical dead, but also spiritual dead. Like us as a nation, we were dead in this state of condition, in that we're in the fucking valley of the shadow of death. And scripture describes us as a valley of dry bones, is as we're dead. So we're gonna live again, we're gonna rise up again with our Lord when he comes back, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he suffered, we have to suffer. Just like he rose, we have to roll. You got it, bro.
Yeah, go ahead, Raham.
This Psalm chapter 149, verse 6 to 8, real quick. It says, "Let the praise of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand." That's going to be literal in the kingdom of heaven. All right, like it says in the book of Psalm 7, chapter, it says we're going to rule them with a rod of iron, with our staff in the hand. Okay, and it says to execute vengeance upon the heathen. With 2 Thessalonians, the first chapter, verse 6 to 9, go into that. All right, and punishment upon the people. So, like the scripture says in Deuteronomy 30:7, all right, the curse that was upon us is going to be brought back upon Esau, man. All right, and Deuteronomy 28, verses 1 to 14 is coming straight for you. All right, so it says, last verse, verse 8, to bind their kings with chains, and their nobles with fetters of iron. All right, so he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. And these kings of the earth, all right, you're going to be shackled up, man, beginning with the top banking families. Yahweh Shah's coming for you elites. You got it, bro.
Has anybody got any last scripture? Yeah, brothers, so we're going to close it up on that. Any brothers got the scriptures you want to bring out? Any brothers got scriptures last scriptures you want to bring out?
Yeah, I have one.
We got a quick one.
That's pretty much.
Okay. All right, brothers. So, hey, man, another year closer to this so-called white man's end, man. All right, and Upper Rochester, we almost out of here. Shalom.
All right, shalom.
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 Shalom.